first submission that we want to work on is called the Americana or the key lock. It's got some different names, but essentially it's just attacking your opponent's shoulder. And I like to set it up a couple of different ways. Essentially, the first thing that you need to know about the Americana is we're going to take both of our arms and we're going to attack one of his. When he has his arms in here, if it's an MMA bout, you're going to be throwing punches, he's going to be reaching up trying to block. If it's not, he'll just have his hands here, that's fine. I want to take both of my hands and I'm going to put it directly on his. And I want to have what we call a monkey grip. Alright? If I were to grab his arm with my thumb, that's not a monkey grip. Okay? A monkey will grab like that with no thumb. That's how I always want to grab during my submissions. So monkey grip, both hands, no thumbs. I push that arm directly to the ground out beside him. Next, very important part of this, I want to take my elbow and I want to put it directly beside his ear or his neck, jammed up in there as tight as I can get it. Alright? This arm is going to reach under his elbow. We're going to show this from a couple different angles, but I'm going to reach under his elbow and grab my own wrist. And I'm going to grab my wrist just like I'm grabbing his with that monkey grip. Alright? The biggest mistake people make from here, they get overexcited and they start trying to crank up from right here and they don't have any leverage. Okay? You need to attack his rotator cuff. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to drag everything down toward our hips. Okay? Instead of just grabbing here and trying to crank up, I'm going to drag my right elbow, and in this case his left elbow, down as far as I can. Now I lift. Be really careful. It's a very powerful shoulder lock. Okay, so again on the other side, taking both of my hands and I just push his arm straight to the floor. It's just like I'm bench pressing from the top, his arm straight to the ground. My elbow goes in right next to his ear or his neck. This arm up underneath, grabbing my wrist, just the same way I'm grabbing his. Instead of just torquing up from here, because this doesn't hurt, I'm going to take everything down. Now I lift. Very, very powerful key lock. It's also called the Americana. From another angle, we're here. I've bench pressed my opponent's arm straight to the ground. This elbow straight down beside his neck, as close as I can get. This arm weaves up underneath his arm, grabs my wrist. Okay? Now, I don't just torque from here. You see how much room there is right here? This doesn't hurt him. I want to drag it all down. Once it's down, now I lift. Very, very powerful. Makes it very tight. Okay? Last angle. We're here. I attack my opponent's arm. This elbow goes straight to the ground, right beside his head. That limits how close he can get. This arm underneath and up through this gap right here that you see. I'm going underneath his elbow, inside, grabbing my own wrist. I don't just try to pry from here. I drag it down. Now I raise up. Get the Americana.